What up? What up? What up? It's your girl, Alexis Charday, and welcome to the season 1 finale of Life Coaching Comedians. Yes, I have been playing a character this whole season, and now you're listening to my real voice. Anyway, I just want to say, hey, if you're watching this, you've probably listened to the whole season, and I just want to say thank you for your support. I'm honestly blown away by all the positive feedback I've gotten, support from other comedians and other fans of the comedic art itself. I wanted to save this last episode for my season finale because it's close to my heart. I am interviewing my dear friend Jamal Coleman. I met him when I first started doing comedy. It was probably like my second or third time on stage, and we clicked. He gave me some pointers. He helped me break through some barriers I was dealing with, and we became good friends. We worked on a project together. We even did a short film together. And so in this episode, it had actually been a while since we talked, so we're kind of catching up, and you'll see that I'm totally breaking character and kind of start talking to him in my normal voice, and he's just making me laugh because he's that funny. And if you're a comedian and you can make another comedian laugh, then you're funny, because usually we laugh on the inside. But anyway, without further nonsense, I would like to present to you again the season 1 finale of Life Coaching Comedians. Please enjoy. Hello, Jamal. Are you on the line?
I am here. Hello.
Well, welcome. It's so nice to see your face.
I'm back. I'm here. I don't know how to rhyme that.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about how your rhyming coaching has been going. You're like the all-time West Coast rhyming coach.
I have spent a long career rapping. I've been rapping since I was 3 years old. Freestyling since I was 9, writing since I was 12, professionally, actively in the music business, if you say, since I was 16. And I got a chance to teach for 5 years in Hollywood, people how to rap and rhythm techniques, vocal techniques. And now I'm in the process of writing a book about it. It's going to be called Flow versus Feel. And I'm going to show you how to deliver. I'm going to show
Flow versus feel.
Yeah, show you how to feel the flow and how to get in the rhythm of the flow and the basics of how to rap, basically. So anybody can do it.
Nice. So it's been a while since I've seen you, Jamal, and I know I've changed a lot. I got my life together, and now I'm a life coach, and I really enjoy it. And
Right.
comedians are some of the most depressed people, and I really want to give back to my fellow comedians. So
Oh,
tell
okay.
me, what is going on in your life right now?
I was a little depressed for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that actually I I had a lot of things going on and with my emotions and my family, and then I had like a lot of health issues, and ultimately realized that I had PTSD and, and high anxiety. They call
So
it,
did you serve in the military?
no. I just grew up in South Central Los Angeles and Rancho Cucamonga.
I hear it's pretty hood out there.
And I've been shot at more times in the Inland Empire than I ever have in LA. That's true.
Oh, wow.
But it's just, there's a whole thing. There's a whole movement. I don't know if you've heard of it. It was a whole movement for a while, but it was like called "Are You Good" or something like that. And they were just checking on black people or black men in particular, because nobody really checks on our emotions. They're just like, "Be strong. You gonna be all right." You just gotta like man up, even though the police are hunting us every day.
Yes.
So, I had to learn how to get over some anxiety and PTSD. I did some therapy. I learned transcendental meditation. Um, took some medication. I took recreational medication. I did plant
Well, what
healing.
kind of recreational stuff you got over there, Jamal?
I took a microdose of LSD, and I've taken some microdosing of mushrooms, and I've taken large dose of mushrooms as well.
That sounds psychedelic.
It was. It was, but not like, I was going for the deep meditation and the freedom of like the confines and the constructs that we were brought up in, and trying to heal some trauma and stress.
Did you happen to find yourself writing any good material during that time of that psychedelic roller coaster?
You'll be surprised. I wrote probably like 20 songs. I freestyle every day about something. I wrote a whole album, rap album, called For You, and I did a short film called For You, and it's on the internet. I put it up every Christmas just for people who are feeling sad and down and need somebody to pep them up. And I got lots of comedy material. A lot of material about going to the hospital, and and not drinking anymore, and how to I have to interact with my girlfriend differently now, and a lot of schisms between family members. People treat you differently when you want to change your life and eat better.
Oh yes, I know where you're coming from, Jamal. Every time I go home to Oregon, they're like, "Oh, you're so skinny. You should put on some more weight. Eat a burger." Or I'm like cold, and they're like, "Oh, maybe you should put on some more weight. You won't be so cold. You're just so skinny."
That's literally exactly what everyone always says to me. Uh, I can be sitting right next to somebody at a barbecue eating a plate of food, and I could have like meat plate and the vegetable plate and the macaroni and cheese plate and the dessert plate, and they'll still be like, "Dang, Jamal, you look hungry."
So you literally have 4 plates of food, and
I mean, you can do that when at your own family reunion. You can't do that anywhere else.
yes.
I mean, like hometown buffet, you can get away with it too, because nobody cares.
Do they even have hometown buffets anymore?
Yeah, definitely. They're still out there.
All right. So, are you familiar with the wheel of life, the balanced wheel of life?
I think I do remember that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, I think you said that you wanted to draw a subject out of the hat.
Yeah, like
Is that the way
random.
you wanted? Okay. Okay. Well, I got
Yeah.
my hat here, and
Leaning on the universe.
I am twirling my fingers around. You just let me know when to stop, okay?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let them fingers slow. Pull it out. Let's go.
All right. Well, I feel like we already kind of touched on this topic, personal growth. Personal growth. Sounds like you have been growing quite a bit. Do you feel that there is something in your personal growth that's holding you back right now? Something that you could do to be better? I mean, we're always growing every day. Every day is a new day.
You know, I just recently, within this last like couple weeks, I realized that I have been easily distracted for some time, and letting little things distract me. So,
Like,
um, watching too much TV, Facebook, Twitter, um, Instagram. So I just kind of am stepping away from all of that, spending way more time in nature and reading books.
good. So, today, did you find yourself getting distracted from any of those things?
I mean, yeah, just before I hopped on here with you, I was just watching The Punisher, the new season on Netflix.
I've never heard of that show.
Oh my God, you have to watch people die viciously on TV. That's what it's for.
So, what about using those channels of social media and Netflix as a way to help you grow? Maybe watching something educational, or, I mean, do you like to watch other comics to help,
I, I,
get
I
ideas?
I do. I do that often, and I see you trying to get your life coach on. I see you, and I saw you draw the play. You know what I mean? But I got that play in my playbook. I do check out Netflix, and I always am studying comedians regularly. That's what I do, like pretty much to stay on my game, because I like to be the best. in what I do, and I can't really be the best unless I see people being their best. And comedy is like it's like track, so you have to like go to different track meets to see people run
Oh
different.
yeah, I know. I was a very good track runner in high school. Paige Ford still hates me for beating her in that one race.
Paige, Paige, hit us up, Paige. We can life coach you back to stop hating.
I think she's married with kids now.
That's good for her. Good for her, Paige. High fives for everybody. I don't have any kids. I'm just focusing on me. I'm my kid. My whole thing right now is to like get really focused so that when I can like get focus and attention and awareness, if I can
Yeah.
increase those and the strengthen those, and I can pretty much do anything else in the world.
I like your style, Jamal. I feel like we got the personal growth thing going pretty well. Let's talk about something else here.
That's what I'm at. That's that's what I'm doing.
Okay, let's see. Go ahead. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Health.
Hell,
How are you feeling about your health right now, Jamal?
let me tell you something. You see, I'm laying down in my bed right now.
Oh, I thought you were sitting on the couch.
No, no, no. I have a bed that goes up and down with a. It's really awesome. It's it's a dream cloud. First of all, get sleep. That's number one in health. Get sleep. You spend 2/3 of your life sleeping.
I
Sleeping.
agree. I agree.
Do not pass. I used to be a young person that says, "I'll sleep when I die," but then you get old and you're like, "I need a fucking nap." So get sleep. Number one, right? That's health. Secondly, I stopped eating everything that does not is not real. Like, don't eat anything that doesn't actually grow from the ground or is like a real live creature that wasn't in a lab or some shit that grew up in the nature the way it's supposed to. Like 10,000 years ago. I just started doing paleo ish diet.
Hmm.
Yes. And this is all new to me because I was eat it out of the box McGee. I grew up on McDonald's. I'm from South Central Los Angeles. We ate Fat Burger, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Domino's in like order. Okay. KFC in there too. And then on top of that, eating like whatever spam burgers we could find when we were poor or whatever. Top Everybody knows the poor people meals. Uh, I got super sick in February of 2016. Threw up for like 14 hours. Had to go to the hospital. They thought it was my gallbladder. Ultimately, found out my intestines is damaged, and I had like deficiencies in vitamins. And a long journey of finding out that human beings don't know what the hell to eat or know anything about microflora in the gut or know anything about the gut has neurons in it. It's actually your second brain and it affects how you think. So if you have a bad stomach ache or something, it actually makes you depressed or gives you anxiety or activates your PTSD. So I had to change my entire diet and stop drinking alcohol and do anything that would cause inflammation to my digestive system so that I can maximize my brain power.
How does your brain power feel now?
I felt fucking amazing. I,
Good.
you, you know what? When you open your mind and then relax it, it's like lifting weights.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
a lot of people feel stress in their life and they feel like they can't breathe and they're having panic attacks. It's because all their stress is right in front of their face. When you like meditate and give you space, so all that shit that bothers people normally is so far away to you. You're like, I can't stop laughing.
Yes, I agree. I learned a lot too in the last 4 years about health. You know, I got into the health and fitness industry, was a personal trainer, and I always had problems with my skin and holding a lot of stress on my upper back.
Right.
And I started having a lot of gut issues myself. And through my education in health and fitness and nutrition, I started too learning about your microflora bacteria in your gut and everything that you eat that affects it. And it's so nice to be able to talk to someone that understands because I feel like I'm always trying to explain that to other people, you know, especially
Yeah.
when they're just trying to do something simple like lose weight. And you know, we have very, very few choices in what we make, like true choices that we make every day. And one of those is what we put inside of our bodies.
Right.
And so that makes me very happy to learn that you are living a healthy lifestyle and watching what you're putting in your body.
Food is medicine,
It
and
really is.
it's very simple to have a healthy diet. And you don't, it start small. Everybody thinks it's expensive to eat healthy. Start small. All you have to do, fresh herbs instead of eating processed salt and bullshit on your food. Eat some more fruits and vegetables. 70% fruits and vegetables and 30% protein. Get a protein substitute from a plant. It's not. You eat a shake. It's not tough.
Yeah, it's not hard.
It's not tough.
It's
Trust me.
just it's you got to retrain your mind, and it takes, I mean, I started having those issues in my body when I was like 28, and so it's like you got to think that it took you 28 years to ruin your gut and to start having these issues. It's going to take a long time for you
Exactly.
to reverse everything. It's like when women have babies. It's like it took 9 months for you to gain 100 pounds. And they
Right.
want they want the baby to come out and they snap back like, oh shit, I got my body back. Like, nah, bitch, it don't work like that.
You gotta hit that gym, son. You gotta,
Mm-hmm.
that baby fat still. I can't really relate because I never had a baby before, but I kind of understand what you're saying though.
Yeah. You can have a baby emotionally when you go and get your girlfriend pregnant.
Oh, I'm trying my hardest, but she keeps dodging me. She keeps dodging me. So,
Speaking of relationships.
is that what's next?
Yes, so tell me, why is she dodging the dick?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We have an immaculate sexual relationship. Um, our relationship, when you find somebody that you love and that loves you, it's a reflection of who you are, and it's the best way to grow and have personal growth and understand who you are because you have a witness of your behaviors and your thought process and somebody who knows your moods and through your hormones or lack of eating or bad sandwich or whatever the hell the case may be. And on top of that, all the person is somebody that actually cares about your thoughts and feelings and dreams and all that. That's always cool. Um, my personal relationship for me has been like an evolution of finding out what I want uh, in a partner or what I think I want in a partner. And it, it's been a awesome journey. And so far, I'm extremely happy.
How long have you guys been together now?
We just had our 4 years. We're going into the fifth year. Our anniversary is like in 6 days.
I hope you got that right, and I hope she's not in the room listening right now.
She's probably at the door right now, about to fall through the door. No, I think I got it right. I'm pretty sure I got it right.
That's good. That's good.
But I got to mix it up because her birthday is in February too. So I'm like, it's like for me, it's Christmas, anniversary, Valentine's Day, her birthday, and then shoot me. I'm broke. That's after taxes. That's all the taxes there.
Well, you gotta get fly after the the personal tax return check
No,
comes through.
I'm just joking. She'll be happy with weed. So
Back to the recreational drugs, I see.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a big thing, man. I've always been advocate about natural health. I never was raised that cannabis was bad. Both my parents used cannabis for various reasons and hemp soaps and whatever. I grew up organic, and so but it's not not food. I didn't grow that until later. But uh, it's very ignorant, but I don't know why. But
So you
but
had
like
incense, essential oils, all the homeopathic
exactly.
medicines, but you ate shit food.
Yeah, I mean, my grandmother was like, she had many natural remedy books and had all the the aloe vera in the yard and all that stuff, but we ate slave food still. We still ate, she made chitlins in the same kitchen that she had the aloe vera. It's just, a mentality that people, unfortunately, like Southern Black people from in my family anyway, um, have for a very long time. And then they translated that mentality to Compton. And now they just have like a Compton mentality where it's like, we just stay in the city. We don't even go to the beach. We live in LA. I've never been to the beach in 10 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've met a lot of people when I lived in LA that had never been to the beach, or it's like people that live in upstate New York or New Jersey and they've never been to New York City.
There's a lot of people. That's the
It's in their bubble.
well, that's the programming of living in a city.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I kind of got out a little bit. I had to move from LA. All that had to do with my health and my mental health, and eating food and organic, natural, farm to plate food too, and not getting away from food that was toxic to me or giving me issues. I developed a bunch of food allergies all of a sudden. I never had. So I'm like, I had to get out of the toxic city and breathe fresh air, drink some clean water, get some farm to plate food, eat organically, learn how to cook for myself, and stop buying all this crap that was over expensive and under nutritioned, and get away from a lot of people because a lot of people's energy it's really easy for human beings to adapt to other people's energy.
Oh,
We
yeah.
we kind of like a chameleons in that way. You can kind of think about it like school spirit. Where you might go to the gym like, fuck this thing, it's gonna be dumb, and next thing you know, you're cheering for the damn high school and shit. Like, oh my god, I just had so much fun at the pep rally because you had school spirit, and people kind of get invoked with that spirit sometimes with different events or energies. And this in a city like LA where everybody hates where they live and they hate their job and hates how much money they make no matter where they are. Like, you could be in Beverly Hills and wish you were in Malibu, and then when Malibu burns down, you wish you were in Calabasas, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
A
that.
lot of negativity.
A lot of negativity. So I had to move by somewhere where there was some water moving, so I can get the negative ions. I did some fresh air, some fresh water, some clean food, and so I decided to move out to Portland. I moved out to Portland, the suburbs of. Actually, I moved to Vancouver, in Washington State, right across the river. So I go back and forth both cities and do comedy in the Pacific Northwest now. I'm currently solidifying some rooms and booking dates, and kind of stretching my legs out here. I'm doing all clean material in 2019, just working out some new stuff, and
Now, by clean meaning new stuff, or you're going clean comedy now?
both. I'm
Oh,
doing new material and doing clean comedy this year, strictly. I kind of challenged myself to do it. I don't know how long I'll keep it up, but I challenged myself to do it because it sounds.
do you catch yourself like almost breaking the clean comedy?
No, I'm surprising myself by staying clean. So
Yeah.
I just keep going. I just keep going and seeing, like, right now I'm doing 30, 45 minute sets of clean material, and I'm like, I mean, I already had, 30, 40 minutes of clean material, but I'm doing all new material of clean, and I'm feeling really good about it. So it's kind of cool. And I keep extending it and pushing it up because it seems to be working out. So it rhymes. It rhymes. Going clean in 2019. It rhymes. I just think.
Going clean in 2019 with Jamal Coleman.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm pushing it anyway. I mean,
Do you find yourself being able to get more gigs with the clean comedy? Like, does it open up more opportunities for you?
um yeah. I would say it opened up more opportunities. I can get just as many bookings, but I think I can make more money being cleaner. And it's like, every time you do a TV credit, you add a zero. And then every time you do clean materials, like adding a zero. So you can kind of.
Well, I mean, yeah, look at Will Smith and Sinbad and
Exactly.
the legends.
You get a larger demographic is all it is. It's ultimately that's what
Pretty
it.
much, you're getting all the white audience now.
Old white people. That's
Old
what
white
you
people.
get. You don't curse. You get old people who have money, and I'm
Yes,
to take it from them.
I had an open mic that I did not too long ago at Ron Bronson's House of Comedy in Scottsdale.
Okay.
And I didn't know what to expect. I'd never been there before, but it's called every Tuesday, or not every Tuesday, but once a Tuesday every month they do this thing called Bingo and Brews, right?
Okay.
And it's a bunch of old people getting fucked up playing bingo. And
Okay.
how they play bingo is they have a comedian go up for 3 minutes and they have to heckle the comedian to say one of the words on the cards. And that's
Wow,
how they get their bingo.
that's abusive.
It was hilarious, let me tell you. And so in the middle of the show, they had comics go up and, do 5 minutes. And so I went up there and I was really nervous because I had already kind of prepped what I was going to say. And I was like, I don't really know if this is how this is going to fly with this crowd because it's Scottsdale. And there was this girl that went on behind me and she said something, made this joke and was like, getting dick down. And everyone just started laughing really hysterically. And I was like, oh, yes, I can say dick down. It'll work. It will work. So I stuck with my original material and I did pretty well. Pretty well.
High fives.
Yeah. I
Fives.
was I was happy.
I never. I don't really care if material lands or not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think that definitely helped me kind of get over that fear. I mean, there's only been like one time where I bombed really awful and I think I was with you when that happened.
I think it was.
Yeah. I think I was with you when that happened and you're like, "You should wear your hair up and start wearing glasses and don't be so sexy and then maybe they'll laugh more. The bitches don't like you."
I mean, I'm not.
You
I'm.
weren't wrong either. I took your advice very seriously and I never bombed again.
Well, that's awesome.
Knock
Yeah,
on wood. Hopefully I don't bomb tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah. Bombing is fun too.
It is fun.
It is fun too. That's how you find out if material doesn't work or how you need to punch
Well,
it.
it frustrated me because it was material that I knew killed.
I mean, at the same time, what I learned in comedy is no joke lands 100%. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's 99%, it's that 1% where you're like, damn, that kills. Why is no one fucking laughing? No one is laughing. But I have creative Tourette's. So if you don't laugh, I have 10,000 more jokes after that. There's
Mm-hmm.
no problem. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm not.
I love that you just said creative Tourette's. I was doing some new material because like kind of like how you've been going through. I mean, well, we have the same birthday, right? It's hard to stay in character with you because you're such an old friend. Like I can't even stay in character. So we're just gonna go with this. I was doing like some self reflecting or whatever, and so I have this whole bit that I've been working on about like looking into yourself and trying to be better, and how things that happen to you are a reflection of yourself and all this shit. And so I was at this one point I was just super frustrated because I was just getting all these like horny guys that were like hitting on me all the time and saying the most inappropriate things ever.
Of course.
And I'm like, that's because I say the most inappropriate things all the time. I have like inappropriate, not politically correct Tourette's where I'm always, I turn everything into that's what she said or
But,
that's
but
what he said.
I mean, I feel like most population does because that joke is so popular.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it at work where nobody's supposed to be saying that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting sexual harassment complaints when you do it. That's when she said joke when you definitely should not be.
I'm honestly surprised that I have not gotten fired for sexual harassment yet. Like I sexually harass everybody. I love making people feel uncomfortable.
You're dumb. That's
And
what
then
I'm for. Take advantage. At my material now, after being sick and everything and thinking I was gonna die and not even coming close, my whole take now is like, I kind of I'm kind of taking this Bill Murray approach where it's just like, just have the best time possible with random people and not really care. Nothing really matters anymore. Comedy is the Snapchat of entertainment. It's a one-off. It's this moment is not for tomorrow. It's for right now. We're gonna have a blast, and whether I use material or not, whether we do crowd work, whether we sing songs all night, whether I freestyle rap, whether we sit down and have a serious moment and talk about the ills of the world or political, or we go crazy and talk about aliens abducting black people and replanting them with white people to build the.
Why only black people though?
I'm just making shit up. I don't know. I'm just saying, that's what the art of comedy is for, is to just kind of extrapolate on that what ifs, and I feel like it's the greatest gift that we have, is to kind of take your imagination and warp it so much that other people relate to it, and you can almost create a new reality like that, where we kind of have this shared reality. Like, we all see this picture that we're talking about that isn't there, but we all see it and are laughing at this. And
Yeah.
that is like one of the best connections you could ever have with a human being to me.
I agree. Or just being able to say the things that other people are thinking that they don't want
Right.
to say. Like,
So now my
oh
material
my
is
God, Brittany, you said it. Or you were
my
thinking
material,
it.
my material is based on that concept of now is like, what people are not, what are thinking or not saying, but are doing and complaining about other people doing too. Like, I'm doing bits about people complaining. Everybody complains. I complain, but I'm doing a bit about how people should stop complaining, and I give them like a remedy of how to stop complaining. And I'm like, you gotta go. The bit is like, I keep hearing people complain, and we live in the best time to be alive. There's nothing to be complaining about. Like, you literally can go on your phone and be like, okay, Google titties, and titties will pop up. you, there's nobody eating bugs off trees. They're delicacies now. You can buy, grasshoppers with chocolate on them. You don't have to get them off a tree. Like, everybody is good now. There's nothing to complain about. You know, if you're complaining, this is what you need to do. You need to go down to like your local Walmart or TJ Maxx or some shit. You get your old school boombox. You get you an analog tape. You want to get you some scented candles. You want to get you some incense. You want to get you some bath beads, right? And then you want to take all that shit to the house. Run your bath, put the bath beads in, light the incense, get the candles going, put your tape inside the boombox. You want to put all your complaints on that tape. It's gonna record all your complaints on side A. Pop, flip it over, put it on side B, put all your complaints on there, record, complaint, pop. You're gonna fill up that tape, right? You're gonna turn around, boom, push play on it, hop in the tub. You're gonna listen to these complaints. You're gonna be in the instance. You're gonna listen to the complaints. It's gonna turn over, pop. You're gonna listen to the complaints on the other side. You're gonna hear all these complaints. You're gonna listen to. You're sitting in your tub. And you're just soaking in, and the smell good. You're gonna be there in the all light in the instance. It's gonna be just in there. You're gonna listen to all the complaints. When the last complaint is over, you wanna take that radio and you're gonna throw it in the tub and kill yourself. What are you complaining for?
Oh my gosh. But if it's battery operated, then I feel like
Well, it's gotta
most
be an old school boombox. It's gotta be.
I feel like most boom boxes are battery operated.
I swear to God, I'm coming for you. I swear to God. It's a joke. Don't start picking jokes apart. They're supposed to be laughed at and thrown away. Joke, but extrapolated to
All
person.
right, one more topic before we go.
I have a lot of new relationship material too,
You do?
of course.
All right, finances.
Finances. Well, there's a lot of lessons that I've learned about finances,
How's
and
your credit score, Jamal?
it's better than it was. I went to Lexington Law. Shout out to Lexington Law. Uh, and I recently paid off a few of my student loans.
Oh, wow.
That's all I have is student loans. Fucking student loans. This is what I'm gonna tell anybody who's listening to this that's young. Fuck college. Go get a trade and a job that's gonna pay you. Become an electrician or some shit like that. Don't go to college.
There's a nationwide shortage in construction trades right now, too, and they make so much money.
They make so much money. Go learn that shit. Fuck college. It's a debt trap that you can't buy a house because of it later. That's it. Nobody pays off student loans. It's a debt trap. Nobody does it. It's the only thing that doesn't come off of your debt, your credit, even if you have bankruptcy. So don't get student loans. Don't do it. Go get a trade. Um, um, Save money in case of a rainy day. Please do this. It has helped me all year long. I was able to move to another state from saving money. Um, Also, uh, what I've learned is I am a bit compulsive. I'm a compulsive person. So I'm the dude who stands at the aisle while I'm checking in on my food out at the aisle and looks at the rack and buys three of the things on the rack, like candy bars and waters, like no reason to. I'm just compulsive.
That's why
So
they do that, though. That's why they're blue and red
for
and
me,
yellow and orange.
they're for me. They're just Jamal. Here's your place. You want a magazine that you'll never read? Get it right. Get it. You need it. Like that's me. I can't. So I don't handle my money anymore. Get somebody else to handle your money for
Oh, so what
you.
you're saying is you have a pimp now.
No, I'm saying you can get a financial advisor. You can leave your money in the bank. You can freeze your credit cards in the freezer,
Or your
and-
girlfriend holds all the money, and you're
or
like,
you can
baby,
let
let me have
somebody
$5 real quick.
more
And she's
responsible.
gonna be like, what do you need that $5 for, Jamal?
She can keep all my money. I don't care. Please take it all. Keep all the lights on because I will fuck around and stop home and I will buy weed on the way home and be like, "Oh, did we need $20 for what? That's all right. I Postmates for 17 hours." No. Uh, Also, what I've also learned about specifically for entertainers, a lot of people believe that you have to be like this starving artist and sleep on couches and live in your car and do all these things to make it. And that's ignorant because I watched all my life all the dope dealers take all their money that they saved up and then go get studio time and make records that were better than people that was out freestyling and couldn't get any money to go do any skills. So you can actually work a 9 to 5 job, get your money up, and go buy your dreams. You don't have to like starve and sit and sleep in your car and do all that shit. Those days are over.
I
That
agree.
people were doing that to get past gatekeepers and to reach a larger audience or reach tastemakers. And you can do that shit from your living room now. So you don't have to do that anymore. Go get a fucking job so you can buy a camera, so you can keep your internet on, so you can buy an iPhone, so you can get your Fruity Loops and make your beats. So you can get a GoPro or whatever the fuck you need to produce your own shit and make your own shit. Because at the end of the day, um, whatever industry you're in, it's music business, show business, where the last word is always business, and you need to be the business person and handle your business, or your business will handle you.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And at the hand with the handle you, I'm looking at my own picture. This is what salt looks like when you're picking it
That's
up.
what it looks like when you grab a titty.
Yeah, this is like that's the smallest titty in the world.
It's other
No,
titties.
right now, the last thing I can say specifically for comedians is know your value and know your worth. A lot of people want you to do free shit. A lot of people are like, I'll pay you in stage time. That's not a payment. I can't put no gas in my car with stage time.
You sound like me.
Hey, if you need,
Oh.
for stage time, go to an open mic. If you're really desperate, buy yourself a fucking karaoke machine and practice your jokes at home with a stool and a microphone.
For
Okay,
real,
you
for
don't
real.
need to go to the open mic where nobody's listening to you anyway. You can practice at home. Okay, save your money, and make your money. Know what you're worth. If you've been doing comedy X amount of times, you ain't bombed for X so long. You got a TV credit. You've been grinding. Relationship you've opened up for. You featured for. You hosted for. You performed at these places. Know your worth. How long have you been doing that? Well, then, fuck yeah, you deserve that. And get the money. Always get the money. Always get the money. When people be like, I got drink tickets, be like, I'll take the money that those drinks would have costed. Get the money. Get the money. And I'll tell you what Toby Hicks told me. Shout out to Toby Hicks. If they don't have the money and they're gonna give you something for free, no matter what it is, take that shit. If you already ate and they gave you a bunch of barbecue, take it home. Just take it. Just take. Even if you throw it away later, give it to somebody homeless or whatever. It's free shirts. Get it, take it. Because they've been robbing comedians for decades.
Yeah.
So get whatever you can get. Get it.
Definitely. I feel like this was like a life coaching duo. You're like life coach number 2.
I mean, like we're all reflections of each other. So
Yeah.
we're all pieces, sparkles from the same beam of light.
Yeah. I love seeing that you look healthy and you're doing so well and
Vitamins.
yeah.
You know what? I had to learn about the basics, man. Nobody teaches us anything. Nobody teaches us anything, man. You have to have the 4 the potassium, sodium, magnesium, and the other that I'm forgetting.
Calcium.
Calcium. You gotta have 4 and nobody tells you that. Nobody tells you that what leaky gut is and all the bullshit you eat in the Western diet is actually the worst shit for your body to
Oh
eat.
yeah, I know. I have so many friends that come from different countries and they come here and they're like, I gained all this weight. I have it. All of a sudden they are having all these problems just after like a month of them being here.
They're killing us. They're killing us, and it's an experiment. But it's okay because people are starting to awaken and get enlightened.
Stay
And
woke.
they awoken. I'm I'm so
Awoken yourself, brother.
I'm woke. I'm so caffeined.
Well, next time I come up to Oregon, which I need to be going up soon to visit my family, I'm gonna have to come see what you're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah. Please come visit me and my lady. Come on, hang out. How's your daughter doing? Is she like 25 now? Right.
No, she's 8 now,
8.
and she's a little thespian herself. I'm trying to get her into acting
Okay,
because she wants to
okay,
do cheerleading. I'm
okay.
like, all right, I'll let you do cheerleading for a little bit, but you're gonna do acting or dance or something. And she has an amazing voice too. I catch her singing sometimes when she's like
Right.
in the shower and she doesn't think I'm listening, and she sounds very Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't take her to Disney. I feel like they're evil, but you do you, baby.
No, I'm not gonna take her to Disney. I'm saying she sounds Disney.
Yo, Disney, I love you. Hire me for all the Marvel movies. I'm joking. No, I think she's got a lot of personality. So
Hmm.
she's a superstar, man. Whatever she wants to do, whatever she wants to do, she's going to do it. Period. And I pray and bless her. Amen. How did you do, ya? Okay, all right. Don't so many send it. Uh, uh, um, mm, I've been trying to find more ways to get more balanced and more centered, so I can stay calmer and stay more focused on what I want to do and get stronger. I've been doing yoga.
Can you do a handstand yet?
Fuck no, no, no,
No.
not close. I tore my shoulder. I've had a really unhealthy few years. All my joints hurt. I changed my entire diet.
Yeah.
I'm just now starting to like getting to working out and stuff like that. And you know, me and my girlfriend, we challenged each other to do yoga every week. So we battle instead of blaming the other for not doing it. Oh, you don't want to, I said I wanted to do it, but you say you didn't. So now we not doing it. It's your fault. And I was more like, I'm doing it today, whether you want to do it or not. I'm gonna be winning, though. If you don't, then you'll have to. And I'm like, I'm not gonna. Not in my house. I'm gonna find the shortest yoga video I can find and do it now.
You guys got a system. It's working.
It works. You got to find the system that works. You got to find somebody that stokes your fire. You got to find a way to stoke your own fire. A lot of people, especially in this time and age with all the negativity and the division of the nation and the world, it's very hard to find happiness and joy. Sometimes all it takes is just stirring the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Stir the Kool-Aid of life.
I like to drink the Kool-Aid of life.
I mean, I don't drink that shit. It has no vitamins. It'll quench the fuck out of your thirst. But the sugar's bad for you. It's cancerous. But but stirring it is.
Have you tried monk fruit yet?
What the fuck is monk fruit?
So monk fruit is this sugar replacement, and it's an actual fruit, and it's granulated like sugar, and it became very popular for the autism society, like for boys have autism and they try not to get them to get on the sugar because it causes them to act erratic and stuff like that. Right. So it became popular in that community, but it doesn't spike your blood sugar. It doesn't spike your insulin or anything, and it has like no calories in it, and it tastes just like sugar. I use it for everything now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So like my daughter loves yogurt, so I'll go and I'll get like the Greek yogurt with the least amount of natural sugar in it, like 4 grams plain. Right. And I'll get fresh raspberries, and I wash my raspberries, get all the pesticides out of them, and then I use the monk fruit and stir it up, and it tastes just like the sweetest raspberry yogurt you can get anywhere.
Damn, that's flavor. Okay.
Yeah. So you can make Kool-Aid with that.
I mean, yeah.
Sweeten your iced tea with it, or I put it in my coffee. I did all my Christmas goodies with it this year. Like I did like this lactose-free, sugar-free cheesecake, and no one could tell the difference. It was bomb.
Oh God, I want that recipe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you say? Oh man, sugar-free, lactose-free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just daydreaming about it. 5, 6, 7 years. Just started eating ice cream again, and it's Ben & Jerry's. Shout out to Ben & Jerry's for making almond milk ice cream. I love it.
Oh, there's so many like dairy-free type ice creams out there now. It's amazing.
I'm just now learning. I didn't have these problems. I went. I didn't know what was going on. I had all the allergy tests. I'm not allergic to dairy. I just have an intolerance. But sometimes I'm highly sensitive. Sometimes I'm not. And some cheeses I can eat, some I can't. So now I'm like on olive oil butter.
Yeah.
And
have you tried Kerrygold butter?
No, but I'm gonna try ghee next.
Well, yeah, ghee is good, but Kerrygold it's an Irish butter, and it comes from a grass-fed cow.
Oh, I've heard of this.
It's bomb. It's so good.
I have heard of this. I heard about this last week, actually.
Yeah, they make cheese too.
See, I don't know yet, man. I don't know if I'm really ready to try real dairy because it hurts so much.
Yeah. Small doses.
It's so uncomfortable. I can eat a tablespoon without like dying.
Well, have you ever used the amino acid glutamine, L-glutamine?
I just wrote that down too.
Have that on deck. It's like a powder, and you mix with your water. It's tasteless, but you can mix it with your water. So have that on deck, like buy some. So when you do try dairy or certain things, it will help kind of clean everything out. It actually helps repair your gut lining. That's what it's made for. But it's also an amino acid that a lot of bodybuilders use for recovery from exercise because it helps you become less sore the day after you work out.
Right.
So like whenever I have an upset stomach, I'll just throw a couple scoops, like 10 milligrams into like a water and drink it, and it soothes my stomach. It's like better than Tums or Pepto-Bismol.
Okay. Can you mix it with other shit?
Yeah, I just mix it with water because it doesn't taste like anything.
I know, but I want to put like a lemon ginger kind of drink together
Oh
with.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you could do that. Okay,
Yeah.
I might have to work that out. That's my Kool Aid. Real lemon,
lemon
real
ginger
ginger,
glutamine aid.
glutamine.
Glutamine. Yo, you should bottle that up and like make a label and everything. Be like Jamal's glutamine.
Yeah, yeah.
That
You
would
want
sell a lot in Oregon. All those hipsters would be on that.
like juice? What's so much about glute juice? Bottle that up. That okay. You documented it. We got it recorded.
Yeah,
So
we got it.
I think I can. I'm gonna hit this button. Is that this is there's something? I'm
You heard it here first on
uh,
Life Coaching Comedians.
putting
Oh,
it.
get a heart.
There it is. We're gonna do this one too. There we go. Yeah, we agree. We agree. Or or else.
I didn't even
I,
know that was a thing.
I thought he was punching his hand like he was gonna fuck you up if you fucked it up, but he was like that was like the slow clap like
Didn't
he's
you
both.
say that you turned on like subtitles earlier?
I did. I don't.
I don't
Yes,
know how you did that either.
I did this. I pushed this little plus button, and then I did subtitles on, and
Oh.
turns. You can't see my subtitles.
Well, mine say they're turning on now.
Uh,
Oh. That's pretty cool.
yeah, so that's how that works. I think.
I might have
my
to use that for my next podcast recording.
well, do that then. I'm gonna turn mine off. Turn those off, and yeah.
Turn my love. It's not very good at dictation.
No, and not even close. But yeah, I like the concept of your life coaching. There's a lot of good knowledge to be had and shared.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, it's hard to stay in character with you. To
I, I watched the character you sent me, and I just started dying.
it's a
She's
good
gonna try
character though.
to keep this up. She's gonna try to keep this up.
No, I did with my other ones so far. I'm not. I even like all this that we're saying right now. I'm just gonna leave it on the podcast episode. I don't even care. But do you like the chair spin? It's like
Yeah.
welcome. And then I'm gonna like as I go every episode, I'm gonna find a different scarf and maybe like a
Oh,
brooch,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, get your fashion on.
Start
Whatever.
maybe a hat, do like an old lady type.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll look like Carmen San Diego.
Oh my gosh.
I have a big ass hat and a scarf. Episode, even hello. Where am I at now?
Oh, that's too awesome.
Carmen San Diego. You're in Arizona now.
I am.
Okay, okay. Do you do shows out there?
Yes. So I just started performing again last summer.
Okay.
It was my goal to get back up on stage before my birthday, and I had a really really good applause at the end. Like I was so nervous because it had been so long. You know, like when you get in the routine of going all the time, like I mean, I feel like you always get nervous every time, but it was just like built up because it had been so long, and I thanked everyone after I was done. I was just like, thank you for the warm welcome. It had been like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years since I had been up on stage.
Right.
And the guy that ran the show, this is at Tempe Improv, he pulled me aside afterwards and he was like, so why have you been waiting so long? Like, why 3 years? And I kind of told him my story on how I came out here to help take care of my family and just didn't even know there was a comedy scene out here. And he was just like, he just was giving me all this positive feedback, and he was just like, yo, like, you have such a great cadence. Like, as soon as you stepped up on stage, like, everyone wanted to hear what you had to say. He's like, your timing was perfect. You have such a strong voice. And he's like, you could appeal to so many different audiences. And I was just kind of like taken back by this. Like, he's busy running the show, and he took the time to pull me aside and give me all this positive feedback. And he's like, you need to keep doing it. And I'm like, all right. So that moment has just kind of stuck with me. And so I keep pushing to do it. And I always wanted to do a podcast. And, being a single mom, working full time, evenings are my time that I really want to spend with my daughter. So, I make it a goal to at least try to get up a couple times a month, but I figured my podcast would be my way to reach more audiences, get to work with other comedians. And when I do go to other shows, I'm talking to other comedians. The community of comedians here is a lot different than Los Angeles. It's a lot more supportive. It's not as much competition, So there was this one show that I did, and I just, like, I didn't know anyone there, and nobody was really talking to me. And I went up and I did my turn on stage, and I came down, and like 6 comedians ran up to me afterwards. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We didn't know that you're a comic. Like, and they're all just like embracing me, telling me I had a great set, asking me where I was from, like why they hadn't seen me before. And it was almost overwhelming. But I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So it's been really fun getting to know all the different comics out there.
That's good, man. I like the scene out there. I did a couple shows out there. I like Arizona a lot. I like Tempe, great. Yeah, I like Scottsdale. There's a lot of shows out there. It's just hot out there, man. It's throw up hot out there.
Yeah.
You just go.
Yeah, I like to go to comedy shows too sometimes to see, different headliners and people that have been doing it for a while. And it's so funny because, like, every time there's a comic that comes here that's not from Arizona, that's like the first, like, and it's the summertime, that's like the first thing they always joke about, the heat. It's like, it's like, all right, we've heard it all before.
Right. Trust me, we've heard. If you get a chance to see a headliner perform, try to see him do multiple, or her do multiple shows. Watch their same set over the course of a weekend and see how they change it, alter it, and that's kind of like magical in itself. Or if you see if you can't see the Friday show, and then see the Sunday show, see how different they are from Friday to Sunday. How excited they are on Friday, and how like I'm ready to go on Sunday.
Yeah, they're like ready to leave.
Watch the delivery, or depending on the comedian, see how consistent they are, how loose or tight or whatever. Sometimes Sunday shows are a little more conservative, or if they even do a Sunday show, it might be the second Saturday show is like where he's off the hook because it's party time, 10 p.m. show on a Saturday. So if you get a chance,
yeah, definitely.
Anybody else listen, do that, because that's how you see some really cool development when you see pros do the working bits out over a week.
For sure.
Do it.
Well, thank you so much for being a guest on my podcast, Jamal.
Thanks for having me.
You should check out the same website I did so you can get your life coaching license and we can be a team.
What? So, okay. You have a real life coaching license?
No.
I'm so dumb. I need the link. I'll do it right now. Hilarious.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, it's been fun. Let's keep in touch.
Absolutely. When you hit Oregon, let me know, man. We'll do some shows.
Yeah. And I'm going to be doing seasons. So I'm working on season 1 right now. So I'll invite you back for season 2.
I'll be back.
Maybe we'll have you and another comedian, and we'll just like tag team one comedian.
Let's do it.
That'll be fun. All right, my friend. Take care.
Bye-bye. Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Status.
1 finale. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Best believe I'm coming back with the season 2. I'm going to be recording that this summer. So if you're a comedian and you would like to be a part of the project, or if you know a funny comedian, hit me up, lifecoachingcomedians.com or lifecoachingcomedians@gmail.com. I'm also totally open to collaborating with artists. Big shout out to my cousin M Status, aka Young Stats, for providing all the awesome beats for season 1. And also big shout out to my girl Drea Da Vinci for hooking up my comedians with some dope t-shirts. And I want to shout out to my comedian friends that helped me with the little podcast brain farts and stuff I had to deal with, and my boy Jeff Fong for always brainstorming with me when I have cool ideas. He helped me come up with the name. He always gets my mind ticking. So cheers to season 1. Oh, product placement. Ooh. Kyla hard kombucha. Replace your beer with it if you're trying to be gluten-free. It's good. But I just want to thank everyone again for all the love and support. And I'll be seeing you in season 2. Have a good one, y'all.